up, you guys? So in honor of Valentine's Day, I did this beautiful look for Valentine's Day. And I just want to talk about love and relationships and all the things that I've learned about love in my lifetime. So if you would like to watch, stay tuned. What's up, you guys? So my name is Kay and Kim, and this is Kay and Kim TV, where we live, love, laugh, and talk about it all. So if you would like to subscribe, like, and comment, don't forget to share because we're growing on this channel and you're making that happen.
So, what's up, you guys? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope everybody got what they wanted. I hope everybody got the love that they needed for today. But I am in a place where I felt kind of like humorous, and I wanted to just do a voiceover for this because at the time that I was recording this, I really wasn't paying attention to nothing in particular. So I just wanted to give you guys a voiceover video. But the one thing that I want to say I learned that love is patient. I'll tell you a quick story. My husband made me so upset one year during Valentine's Day because I wanted to just enjoy the day with some friends and him. My husband refused to go. And guys, I was so mad. He was like, I didn't plan to be around people for Valentine's Day. And a couple of days before Valentine's Day is his birthday. So I wanted to celebrate his birthday. Do you know this man refused to leave the house? And mind you, we planned this event. I literally had to call my best friend, and they understood, and they was like, okay, we'll just go. And they went and they celebrated. And then my husband came home late, and I was totally upset. And then he explained to me some things that I was like, okay, well, I know I have to be patient with you around this time because, again, he was considering a lot of other things that I was not considering or thinking of. But I learned that love is very, very patient. You have to be patient with the one person you love. And it helps that me and him now have a better understanding. I'm not going to say communication because communication is still a lack in my relationship, but a better understanding how to help each other maintain the relationship. The next thing I learned is that in marriage and love, communication will take it to the next level, especially good communication. When me and my husband first got together, our communication sucked. We were just in love, we were together, we were building what we got, and it was just the most like delusional relationship I've ever been in. Not to be funny, because we thought that we can overcome these things just by saying it, and no, communication in our marriage takes a lot of time and effort. And when I tell you this, I'm not saying that we don't communicate. I'm saying not just communicating, but understanding and trusting. Because communication, if you say it's a car outside, okay, it's a car outside. You communicated that well. But if you say it's a car outside, the gas is on E, and that if you want to go and leave in the mornings, you have to get up early in the mornings, and I still have to remind you, you have to be out the house at 6, then that's what great communication is. Because I know it's a car outside. We both know it's a car outside. But the gas level of the car and the time that I have to leave and be somewhere is what helps effective communication. That's what I want to say. Not just communication, effective communication. So our communication is not quite to that level of effectiveness. But when we talked to our counselor, she said that takes levels, and it takes more like a wine. It ages, so it continues to grow if you allow it to, if you make the effort for it to grow. So that was one of the things that I said, that this year I'll be more of a effective communicator to my husband because I want to make sure we're both on the same page, not just in the same book or in the same chapter. I want to make sure me and him is able to fully understand what we're saying to each other with no stopping points, if you understand what I mean. So that's why when I thought about love, I wanted to make sure that I added effective communication in there, is because both of us are from two different backgrounds and two different cultures. So our communication, especially when it comes to me being American, our communication, because he can understand something in his culture and tradition, and I understand it totally different because our background is what help us formulate our mindset. So the communication for that is, it needs to be more what me and him build, and not what our past and our relationship with our family and culture build, if you understand what that means. So I mean effective communication, because my husband think by him saying that I shouldn't do something, that I'm not going to do it, instead of me, because I'm American. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm truly American when it comes to this. And he'll say, I don't do that. I don't want you to do that. And in my mind, it's like, you don't want me to do that, or you don't understand why I'm doing it. And this is where I have to explain to him the reason why I'm doing point A is to get to point B, C, and D. And my husband was like, no, you can just do B, C, and D. And that's not how it works, especially in America or in my mindset. I have to do A first to get to B, C, and D. So that's where effective communication happens in a marriage. And that's where we should all be on the same accord. And we're getting there, thank God. So that's one of the reasons and one of the things that I see how love is in my relationship. The last thing I wanted to touch on before I get to the end is, you have to prioritize. A lot of people, when they see their marriage, they walk into a marriage in their mindset, and even with love, you have to prioritize. You have to know, this is what I want to do. This is the deal breaker for any relationship. So, what do you prioritize when it comes to your relationship? What do you want when it comes to your love? Like, I am a person that I am a giver. I love to give gifts. I love to give out. As you can see, I constantly try to do giveaways on my channel, not because I'm trying to build my channel up, mainly because I want you guys I want to show my appreciation. So I was taught that giving is showing your appreciation. But my husband is acts of service, and my husband is more being there. So my husband don't like to go out a lot. So his thing is, if we can just go and be at home and watch a movie together. But I'm not a movie person. If you guys know, I keep saying this, and I want you to clearly understand, I am ADHD. So sitting there for any type of movie that I'm not interested to, and my husband, like, he like thrills, he like mysteries, I only like romantic comedy. I'm not gonna be able to sit there and watch anything that's not romantic comedy. If I can't laugh and see romance, it's hard for me to watch any movie. But I've tried to make the effort, and it backfired. So my husband don't like when people ask him questions during the movie. So we decided that when it comes to movies, that I would just let him do his thing and sit on the couch. And if I go out there, I'll be on my tablet. I will be reading. I will watch YouTube, but we still get to spend that time together while he's watching his movie. I'm not paying no attention to that screen, and he knows that. But it's just me sitting on the side of him, or laying my head on his lap, or him laying his head on my lap while I'm doing what I'm doing. It means that we have found an effective way to be each other priority. And that's what I wanted to say. It's a give and take. I know he wants to watch that. I know he wants to deal that. And it makes it so much easier now that I got my Castle headphones on that I can just watch my thing, um, cook us some popcorn in the microwave, get us a couple of drinks, and we just sit there and watch. And I'm just laying there on the side. And he likes that I'm now able to do that more. And because I promise you, if I see somebody die on the screen, I am not watching it. I would turn off the TV in a heartbeat. But it has gotten better now that I've made a priority to spend time with him, because that's one of his things is acts of service and quality time. Them. And mine is gift giving. So I tell him all the time, buy me this, buy me this, buy me this, buy me this. And it's not quite like to that level, but just the smallest of it and the smallest effort makes me think that this is the best thing for us. So I just wanted to say that.
I love that. I love that he gives me space even when he holds me close. I love that whenever I tell him something, he writes it down so he can read it later. I love that he can't remember my birthday, but he never forgets the day we met. I love that I'm forgetful with my phone, but he always finds a way to reach me. I love that when I'm not perfect, he still wants me at his side. I love that my wants are his personal needs. I love that he has to hear my voice just to close his eyes at night. I love that if I don't finish what I started, he tries to finish it for me. I love that he loves me before and after I change once again. I love that he may not get my happy ending, but when I'm with him, I'm happy. I love that when I'm mad, he makes me laugh. I love that he's a man, but still acts like a boy when I'm being immature. I love that when he's around, the smile lingers on my face. That he's sweet to my crazy family. That he doesn't complain when I'm late. That he thinks I'm silly. That he seems to want me forever. That I can't talk to him in the middle of the night knowing he has to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. That his dreams are mostly of me and him. That he believes when he have a future. And he sees me as his princess even when my hair is standing up on my head. And he thinks I'm sexy when I'm wearing his boxers. That what I want to be in life doesn't matter as long as I'm being it with him. I love that he goes to work late. He couldn't stand leaving the bed with me in it. I love that the smile on his face is the first thing I see when he looks at me. That even when I'm not all me, he still feels the need to be there. I love that he loves me. That he knows I'm in love with him. And that most of all, that there's something in me worth loving.
I know I didn't tell you guys, but that was a poem from my book, Flights of Emotion. I'm not going to link it, but if you want, you can just type in Flights of Emotion. It should come up. If not, I'm sorry. But that is the poem I wrote about my husband when I first met him. And even to this day, it still stands firm. This is what I love about my husband. These are the things that I grew to love about my husband. And I don't know if you understood the meaning of the poem. It's not just the things that he can do for me financially, but mainly the things that he's doing for me emotionally that I love. And those little things I never had, and that's what makes my marriage so worth fighting for some days. Even when he's driving me crazy and I'm driving him crazy, I just keep on, hoping that things will turn out the best. And to an extent, they are doing better, but I still have a lot. I wanted to do a video about what I still deal with after my friend passed, but I don't want to make it such a shadow. Even though we were friends, it's not that her death was, I'm not grieving from her death like that. It's more like I don't want to waste my time on certain things. And if we can't get on the same page, I don't want to deal with, everything that I'm dealing with, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this there. So, but that's mainly where I am at with my emotions and with what's going on with me right now. But happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. And I know you watching this video, and I want to say thank you again for coming to my channel, and I love you guys.
Okay, you guys, sorry I did a voiceover, but this is the final look. I love this look. I actually had to go somewhere, so that's why I did a voiceover on this. So, thank you for coming to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share because, again, we're growing on this channel and you guys are making that happen. Have a good day.